And maybe she has evidence because the evidence might be what has been pushing her, to go from here to there. If she doesn't have evidence, what will ever push her to the UN to go and report this case? So today we are going to be looking at Natasha Akpoti, how she took her case, the case between her and the Senator Akpobio and the Senate, to the UN Interparliamentary Union. We're going to be looking at the response of the UN Interparliamentary Union, to her case. We're going to be looking at the Senate leader's response to UN Interparliamentary Union. Finally, we're going to be looking at how UN can solve this problem. Can UN Interparliamentary Union be able to resolve this case? Do they even have right to come into this country, go into the Senate or National Assembly to resolve any issue? Is it possible for them to intervene? Let me know what you think about it. Because when she was given 6 months suspension from the Senate, we all were like, she had come to the end of the road. There's nothing else to do. Once she had been given the suspension, nothing else, because where is she going to go to? Where is she going to run to? Who will bring her back? You understand, for her to continue to fight for her right. But before we know what was happening, the smart and intelligent Natasha had already gone to to New York to present her case to UN Interparliamentary Union. And some people are like, wow, this lady. Some people are like hailing how, for those of you meeting this case for the first time, Natasha Akpoti is the senator representing Kogi Central. She has issue with the Senate president. So she is accusing the Nigerian Senate president of sexual harassment. After she presented her case on Arise News, the whole country was divided into two. Some were supporting Natasha and some were supporting Senator Akpabio. And nobody knows which one is true and nobody knows which one is lie. Some people that believed it probably because Natasha is very beautiful and intelligent, and they say that she can't just form that kind of thing. Do you understand? And they also believed it because some women have also come out to point accusing fingers in relation with the same, the same offense from Mr. Akpabio. Nobody knows. Informer, I don't know. You understand? What I felt when Natasha presented her case was for the matter to be looked into. Before we know what was happening, we heard that her position in the Senate had changed. She has been taken to another position, and that she refused to accept because she said that she was not informed prior to that change of seat. She wasn't informed that her seat wasn't changed, that she just came and saw that her position had changed, and that pained her. The next one we had was Senator Natasha was suspended. According to Senate, she was suspended because of her unruly behavior, because of her disobedience in the Senate. So she went to New York UN Interparliamentary Union to report this case. So after she presented the case, UN said that they have to hear from the other side. They can't conclude based on what she said. They said, yes, we have heard you, but we have to listen to the other party. The leader of the Senate, Senator Opeyemi Bamidele, was the one that presented this. And the letter was read by chairperson of the House of Representative Committee on Women Affairs and Social Development, Honorable Kafilat Obara, who attended the IPU meeting as Nigeria's representative. So the Senate's letter stated, Senator Natasha Akpoti Oduaghan's suspension was due to gross misconduct, unruly behavior, not because of allegations of sexual harassment or assault. The Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has denied the deliberate misinformation and false narratives being spread by some media organizations after the 6 months suspension given to Natasha. What's the next move after this? What is IPU and why was it created? The UN Interparliamentary Union IPU is the Global Organizations of National Parliaments. It promotes democratic governance, institutions, and values, working with parliaments and parliamentarians to address the needs and aspirations of the people. The IPU advocates for peace, democracy, human rights, gender equality, youth empowerment, climate actions, and sustainable development through political dialogue, cooperation, and parliamentary action. The Interparliamentary Union was established in 1989 at a time when governments and the parliament did not yet have structured way to collaborate internationally. So what can this UN Interparliamentary Union do? Now let me read you this. The Interparliamentary Union, IPU, is not a United Nations body. Okay, just mark that. It's not a United Nations body, though it collaborates with the UN on various initiatives. It is interdependent national organization that promotes democracy, human rights, and the cooperation among parliaments worldwide, including Nigerian National Assembly, just like the UN. However, the IPU, or Interparliamentary Union, does not have direct authority to solve disputes or enforce human rights within the Nigerian National Assembly. Instead, it can, one, facilitate dialogue or mediation. The IPU can encourage discussions between conflicting parties in the Nigerian legislature, helping to mediate political disputes. Two, it can advocate for human rights. The IPU's Committee on the Human Rights Parliamentarians investigates cases of human rights violation against lawmakers. If Nigerian legislators face threats, harassment, or unlawful detention, the IPU can raise concerns and exert diplomatic pressure. Okay. Promotes democratic standards. The IPU provides guidance on best parliamentary practices, electoral integrity, and governance reforms, influencing policies related to human rights and democracy. Collaborates with international bodies. While it cannot enforce laws, the IPU works with the UN, AU, and ECOWAS to support democratic governance and human rights protection. So, can anything be resolved? Does Natasha have proof? If Natasha has proof, this case can be solved. But if Natasha has no proof, if it's just words of the mouth, this case cannot be solved by anybody. Do you understand? Because even the court, when you go to the court, what they work with is evidence. What evidence you have? Now that UN has had both sides, what is it going to decide? Remember, they have no full right to come and say what will happen in National Assembly, but they can influence discussions, dialogue, and enforcement to apply pressure. But when that pressure is not pressuring, what else? They withdraw. There's nothing they can do. Do you understand? They don't have that full authorities to say this is what is going to happen. They can't hold the Senate at gunpoint and say, do this. No, they don't have that right. So, my dear people, this is what I said. Let me share with you today. I don't know what to think about this, but whatever you think, leave your comment in the comment section. Thank you so much for coming this far with me. In case you have not subscribed to my channel, can you do so now? Click on the bell icon to set notifications so that you can easily access my upcoming posts. Like and share this video. Thank you so much. I'll see you in my next video. God bless you. Bye-bye. Bye.